Oh my God, Will!
Number 10, Mark Brendanowitz, Parks and Recreation.
I want to thank you for meeting me today.
I just work right there.
Well, thank you for clearing your schedule.
Oh, I didn't clear anything.
After season 1, the political satire sitcom changed direction and also seemingly left one of the department's integral employees behind.
I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No.
Oh my God! Oh!
As despite his being a main character and love interest for both Leslie and Anne, Season 2 sees jaded city planner Mark Brendanowitz swiftly exit the Parks and Rec department. His epiphany is spurred by his fall in the pit, after which he realizes he needs to change his ways.
And I mean that I literally fell to the bottom of a pit and hit a rock. I remember laying there thinking, there's probably a good reason why I'm down here. And single.
The biggest decision he makes is to leave his government job in order to join the private sector, earning him the name Mark Brandana Quits in the season finale.
Wait a minute. What are you doing? What's happening?
They offered me a buyout and I took it. And so now I work for Norton Construction.
Chris and Ben, who appeared in the previous episode, are then set to replace him as permanent cast members, while Mark silently disappears and is never heard from again. Number 9, Jacqueline Jackie Ames, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Tyra Banks made her acting debut in season 4 of The Fresh Prince as Will's childhood friend Jackie.
Oh my God, Will!
From the moment they first reunite, their deep-rooted friendship is evident. And as the pair become reacquainted, the romantic energy between them intensifies too.
Seems to me we were more than friends that night after Alonzo Simmons' party.
I was young and immature then. I guess you still are. Low.
However, Will's drunken antics at a party bring an abrupt end to their will they or won't they relationship.
Hey! Hey, Jackie! I didn't see you standing in front of the dip.
Infuriated by Will and her new boyfriend's childish behavior, Jackie asks Carlton to drive her home and leaves the party.
Look, I've had about all I can take of this damn thing. Carlton, would you take me home, please?
Later that night, when Will sobers up, he admits that his stupid behavior cost him a friend, and we never see Jackie again.
Well, I got a lot accomplished today, huh? I lost Jackie, I lost my self-respect, lost my dinner. I ain't got nothing left.
Number 8, Tori Scott, Saved by the Bell.
Let me explain something. I'm Zach Morris.
Should I be impressed?
When the gang finally made it to graduation, they thought they were saying goodbye to their Bayside days for good. But when the show got picked up for some extra episodes, actresses Tiffany Thiessen and Elizabeth Berkley had already moved on.
Fine, I'll write the ad campaign.
Good, then I'll do the product research. There's a cute librarian who owes me a favor.
Does she know how to read?
To fill the gap, the show introduced tough girl Tori Scott. Although she and Zach initially butt heads, she soon befriends the group and, of course, dates Zach and Slater.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a lot of fun, and it's something the school would really appreciate.
After 10 episodes, though, she disappears and her absence is never acknowledged. Neither are we told why Jesse and Kelly are all of a sudden back, though the real-life reason is because the episode was filmed beforehand. Zach does mention Tori in the revival, but Kelly's response leaves him wondering whether she ever really existed at all.
Besides, new kids keep things fresh. Remember Tori?
Who? Number 7, Mut Shitz, Schitt's Creek. As played by Tim Rozon, Schitt's Creek's rugged, recluse Mutt was a series regular during the show's first 2 seasons.
Why do they give you table scraps? Are you like a poor person or?
No. But thanks for asking. No, I use it to compost. That way nothing gets thrown out.
As Roland and Jocelyn's once estranged son and Alexis's community service buddy, love interest, and later boyfriend, it seemed very unlikely that he would suddenly disappear.
You're talking about how nice it is not to talk, but you're still talking about it.
I mean, yeah, I'm not a mute.
Well, that is an understatement.
However, following their breakup, we start seeing less of Mutt around the creek. And after a brief cameo at the start of season 3, he doesn't reappear again until the season 4 episode, The Rollout.
I think it's funny. You bringing people together, and here we are, still single. Makes you wonder if it's us.
After Alexis rejects his advances, he vanishes again for good. Fans hoped that he might reappear during the show's final season, but it simply was not meant to be. Number 6. Tina Pinciotti, That 70s Show. Considering this character had such a short lifespan on the sitcom, you'd be forgiven for forgetting she ever existed.
Donna, some of your creepy friends are using Dad's stereo.
In season 1, Donna throws a party while she's stuck babysitting her little sister when her parents go away.
Hello, pretty lady.
Hi.
She's not a pretty lady. She's my sister, and she's 14.
Tina crashes the party to complain about rowdy partygoers in the house before getting her flirt on with Bez.
You know, in my country...
It's illegal here.
Oh, I see.
And that's it. She is never seen or heard of again. And Donna becomes an only child. Well, actually, she's mentioned once more at the end of the season 2 episode Vanstock.
And whatever happened to Midge's daughter, Tina?
Making a meta, tongue-in-cheek joke, the soap opera-style voiceover comments on her sudden disappearance. Number 5. Ruby Lucas, Once Upon a Time.
It's gonna be dark soon. Granny will be out of her mind with worry if we're not home. She'll go out there.
After her growing popularity in season 1, not to mention an entire episode devoted to her story in season 2, Red was set as a series regular. However, that would end up only being temporary.
I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Even though the writers had big plans for her story, the introduction of several new characters meant that their plans got put on the back burner and seemingly forgotten about completely. Eventually, Ruby decides that Storybrooke no longer feels like home and leaves.
Ever since we got back to Storybrooke, I feel like I haven't fit in.
We catch up with her again in season 5 when the writers decided to bring her story arc to a close. But after giving her a happily ever after, any memory of Ruby vanishes as if by magic from the rest of the series run.
You came back for me. You always will.
Number 4. Terry McGregor, Degrassi, The Next Generation.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Poor Terry was put through a lot during the first 3 seasons, including a harmful relationship that later left her in a coma.
She called me a psycho.
That's just Paige being Paige.
Going into season 4, you might hope that the writers would cut her some slack. But instead, she completely disappears.
Rick, you're hurting me.
You're not going. You're not. You're not. You're not.
Considering that the last time we see her, she's recovering in the hospital, you can bet that fans were alarmed. A deleted scene from season 4 explains that she was transferred to a private school to keep her away from Rick.
Sir, have you even asked Terry McGregor what she thinks about all this?
Terry transferred to private school.
That's because she scared Mr. Radich. Rick used to abuse her.
Well, we're glad she's okay, and we hope she has better luck at her new school. Number 3. Ben Geller, Friends.
I know. Everybody, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Yeah, this is Ben.
From the moment Ross learns he's going to be a father, he seems pretty determined to play an active role in his son's life. And sure, he certainly has his moments, but we can all agree that he was never going to win Father of the Year.
Wow, thanks!
You're welcome, Ben. Merry Christmas. Ooh, and Happy Hanukkah!
Over the course of the series, Ben's sightings become more sporadic, and we last see him about midway through season 8. By the end of that season, Rachel gives birth to Emma. Not only does she seem to replace her big brother in their father's life, but she also never ends up sharing any screen time with her half-bro. To top things off, Jack Geller seems to forget that Emma isn't actually his first grandchild.
Look at her. My first grandchild.
What about Ben?
Well, of course, Ben. I meant my first granddaughter.
Number 2. Chuck Cunningham, Happy Days.
Looks to me like he's got girl problems.
Hardcore Happy Days fans might recall that in the first 2 seasons, Richie and Joni had an older brother named Chuck.
Hey, this is terrific soup. Can I have some more?
While local bad boy Arthur Fonzie Fonzarelli grew in popularity with viewers, Chuck was phased into the background and eventually vanished without a trace.
My old roommate just moved out. Why don't you move in with me?
The show continued as if he never existed, with the hope that fans wouldn't notice or would at least play along. However, not only did they notice, but they also coined the term Chuck Cunningham syndrome. This has since caught on as a blanket term for those characters who, like Chuck, simply evaporated from their shows.
Hey, wait a minute, Rich. Make sure you get the ball in the picture.
Number 1. Judith Judy Winslow, Family Matters.
Well, what's 7 times 9? 63. Thanks.
Originally a spin-off of Perfect Strangers, Family Matters was meant to center on the Winslow family.
You're supposed to use a sponge. I did, but I still didn't get all that glue off my tongue.
However, after introducing the hugely popular nerdy neighbor Steve Urkel, the show decided to take a new direction. This was bad news for the Winslow's youngest daughter, Judy, who started to fade into the background.
So, Grandma, are you going to be a June bride?
We last see her in Season 4's Mama's Wedding, in which she's seen as a flower girl during Estelle and Fletcher's wedding. The sitcom had plans to bring her back for Steve and Laura's wedding, where they would also explain her absence, but Family Matters was canceled before they got a chance. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.